Do you remember where you were around 11:55 p.m. on December 31, 1999? While most of the fears and concerns about technology's ability to handle 3 zeros instead of 2, there was still that lingering doubt. Would there be electricity at 12:01 a.m., January 1, 2000? And would that third zero do anything funny to our bank accounts? Nothing stopped as we entered the new millennium, but since January 1, 2000, almost everything about human service organizations has changed. I used 2 phrases in a talk I gave to a group of businessmen in February. It was a PowerPoint talk, and I think I did it all by myself. One phrase is, nonprofit is a tax status, not a business strategy. And the other is, what's the difference between for-profits and not-for-profits? And the answer is mission. In the first decade of the new millennium plus, mission and business have been front and center for me as Executive Director of Episcopal Community Services. And mission and business intersect at accountability. And accountability is no longer a matter of nickels and noses. How many people did you serve and how much did it cost? Mission is now about what difference did your services make, and not the day that they ended, but a year or a couple of years after they've ended. And just to be sure that nonprofit leaders get the message, stakeholders, whether they are governments purchasing services, foundations making grants, or individuals making contributions, stakeholders are thinking of the resources they provide as investments. Impact is more than a buzzword, to quote the title of a recent article in the magazine from the who just gave me an award? The Alliance. The Alliance. Many of you are aware of my history with respect to dealing with the challenges of poverty in Philadelphia. I had an institutional perspective when I arrived at ECS. More than once during the 90s as Archdeacon, I conducted the liturgy for the secularization of a consecrated building, usually by myself, in once thriving Philadelphia neighborhoods. Neighborhoods that had become pockets of concentrated poverty. So I thought I knew a lot about poverty and its life-robbing power when I got to ECS in 2000. But I knew very little, it turned out, of the human cost of poverty, and I am still learning. Daily, something stops me in my tracks as I hear about an ECS client without resources that you and I take for granted. Faith, not biblical, my wife, says that one is a parent for life. And it has been a delightful experience, continues to be a delightful experience being a parent for life to Lydia. But that concept, parent for life, has led me to ask a lot of what about questions. What about the young adult who ages out of foster care at age 18 or 21? What about the young parent with no skills to keep a roof overhead? What about her infant? With people more skilled and creative than me, ECS is answering what about questions. We are answering the questions by building a pathway to a different future for those who have been robbed by poverty in early life. Walking the path is no walk in the park. Something not in short order, and it requires courage and resilience, something not in short order for the folks that we serve, folks who have been traumatized by poverty's life-robbing forces. And slowly, surely, deliberately, the stepping stones for a path to a brighter future for those whatabouts are being laid. And we are putting in place individuals who, while they will not be parents for life for those we serve, they can be supportive and life-giving counselors, coaches, and mentors. Each of you has played a role in creating and paving that path. And your gift to the Pathways Fund ensures that ECS will continue to create and lay additional innovative, life-giving stones to break the cycle of persistent poverty, poverty passed from generation to generation. You have given me a great gift. And beyond saying that I am deeply honored, I really don't have words to express the heartfelt appreciation I have for your gifts to a fund bearing my name. Your gifts fulfill my commitment that ECS not just be a nonprofit with a mission, but that ECS have a mission that makes a difference for those whatabouts. They may not have parents for life, but you are providing a pathway to life, a pathway filled with promise and hope, a life beyond what experience has taught them it is possible to believe. Leading ECS has had its challenges. Even with the challenges, leading ECS has been a privilege, and the most rewarding component of the privilege has been knowing and working with you. Time has passed quickly since January 1, 2000. Actually, I didn't start till July 1, but it doesn't work poetically. So thanks so much for your concern, your response, and your love.